In this week's video, I'm going to share with you what a frontline person is in your business. And I'm going to share with you 3 different ways of how she or he could be a huge money maker for you. Hi, I am Aline Bender. I help women business owners learn the numbers that matter. Let's go ahead and get started right now. A frontline person in your business is someone who usually meets or greets your clients or even responds to them. But basically, they're usually the ones who are the first point of contact. And this position is such a crucial part of your company. And what I want to share with you is in this video is 3 different ways of how this position, instead of looking at it as being a cost just to be a meet and greet person or to maybe book your appointments or schedule them or maybe clean the shop, whatever it may be that you think that your frontline person is, I want to share with you 3 different ways of how they could be a huge money maker for you. So then instead of looking at them as an expense, you see them as an asset. We have a frontline person for my mortgage business and my consulting business. Her name is April, and she's actually a virtual assistant. We've been together for about 2 years now, and she's absolutely amazing. She does all sorts of tasks, but there's one task that she knows that she has to give top priority to, and that is a money-making task. So her position not only pays for itself, but it also is a cash flow position. Let's go ahead and start with number 1, how you can make your frontline person a cash flow position. A CRM is a software that you can purchase, for example, from Salesforce or other companies, and it's usually a web-based type of clientele book. If you think of it, you have a physical clientele book and you have an online one. What's great about having a CRM is that you can set a lot of automation. For example, sending out an email or even the thank you card or even a gift. It's amazing what a CRM can do. But keep this in mind that you want to make sure that you put in certain level of restrictions so that certain security information about your client is not revealed to anyone except maybe even just you. So for example, with your CRM, it's really important that your frontline person enters as much information about your client as possible. For example, purchase history, their birth date, the name of their children, maybe even what they're interested in doing next time that they're working with you. So let's say to the hair salon, this person might want to change their hair color in fall or winter, or maybe they have a wedding coming up and they're going to need to have their hair done. So you want to make sure that all that information is put into your CRM or even your clientele book, and have your frontline person do that. And then your frontline person is going to be responsible in following up with your clientele. The idea is that a CRM and a clientele book is to remind your clients that, hey, I'm still in business, remember me, and I could do XYZ for you. And basically, it's as if we're going from a journey from this point on that you've become my client, or even so we're really close with our previous clients and we want to get closer with our potential clients. And that's what a CRM and a clientele book will do for you. But you must have someone who is responsible in updating those your client information and reaching out and making sure that your clients basically are touch base with as often as possible. The second way that your frontline person could be a huge money maker for your business is for them to do quarterly courtesy calls. We have April call all of our clients from A to Z every single quarter to check in with them. Now, it's really important that you think back and think to yourself, okay, what do you want these courtesy calls to be like? What do you want your clients to experience during these courtesy calls? Where our main goal is, 1, to touch base and to let them know that we're here for them. If they have any questions, if anything's going on with their mortgage, please let us know because we're still here to help them. Those are the reasons why we do courtesy calls. It's not just to ask them for a referral, but to also truly first ask them, is there anything that we can do to make your mortgage experience still a great one, even if it's been a year or 2 years later. One of the feedback that we got during one of the courtesy calls that April did is she said she will definitely give us any referral if there is any. She appreciates our call and said it is so wonderful to receive calls from us just doing these courtesy calls. And as a bonus, for example, one of them shows right here that he needed to refinance. So we got this person a mortgage, and then later on he decided to refinance with us. And that is why your courtesy calls are so crucial. What it does, and not only does it remind your client that, hey, you're still in business, you're still thriving, you're doing really well, but in addition to that, even though we already collected money from you, we still care about you and we still want to service you. So, and in addition to that, if you happen to have a referral or if you want to do business with us again, we are available for that as well. The third way that your frontline person could be a huge money maker for your business is probably one of my favorite one because it has to do with selling, and I love selling. So the third way is for them to book the next appointment. The third way that your frontline person could be a huge money maker for your business is probably one of my favorite because it has to do with selling, and I love selling. So your frontline person needs to schedule the next booking or the next purchase. My hairstylist, Tiffany, she's always super busy and booked ahead of time. So the frontline person at the hair salon needs to say something like this. Tiffany loves to have you as her client, and she notices that every 3 months you come in. So as you know, she's always booked ahead, and we want to make sure that your hair gets done because you vlog, right? Or you are a public figure, and we know how important your hair is. So how about we go ahead and put you in the books 3 months out? What day do you prefer? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or mornings or evenings? And if you need to cancel, not a problem, but at least let's go ahead and put you in the books. So then I would put myself in the books 3 months out. They unfortunately don't do that. So Tiffany, if you're watching this video, maybe have your frontline person at your studio, your hair studio, do that. But anyway, so going back to you, have them do that as well. Schedule them in, and that's why we do the courtesy calls, because we check in with them and we also see if they're looking at purchasing, moving, refinancing to keep us in mind. And we could even start putting notes in the CRM or the clientele book if they're planning to move, where they're planning to move, what state. And so when that time comes up and beforehand, we could touch base with them and say, would you like for us to start looking at pre-qualifying you for XYZ and for the state that you're moving to, as long as you're licensed there, right? So basically what you're doing is you're prepping the sale that's going to come up, and you're also having your clients be committed to you and you're being committed to them. And that is so important that you have your frontline person do that, because we're not just focused on the sale that we have today, we have to focus on the sale that's going to happen 3 months from now, a year from now, even 2 years from now. Quick review. Your frontline person for your business is someone who checks in, greets, or follow up with your potential clients or your clients, and they're usually the first point of contact. They are either your secretary, your receptionist, your executive assistant, or your virtual assistant like mine, April. And there are 3 ways in how they could be huge money maker for your company. Number 1, have them manage your CRM or your clientele book. Number 2, have them do courtesy quarterly phone calls. And number 3, have them book and commit to the next purchase. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that right now. You will be seeing me every single Monday. I am committed to providing you as many resources as possible so that you are aware of focusing on the numbers that count in your business, and you can pull the right lever to bring in more cash flow. Mahalo and many blessings. See you next Monday.